Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to earGROUND Radio, New Voices Amplified. It's a beautiful evening, and I welcome you all. I hope you guys had a brilliant or a pleasant day today on a Friday. Some of you are partying, some are at home, and it's nice to know that I'm speaking to a live audience. And yeah, tonight I'll be speaking to a Zimbabwean artist who's based in Australia, and he has been working between Zimbabwe and Australia for some time now, and recently was in Zimbabwe, and we saw some interesting visuals from this artist, and I thought, oh, why don't we check out what he's up to. He produced a new video, two actually, and a new album, and I'll be digging deep into his profile, but at the same time the work that he's doing. And in the meantime, let me see what we could get here. I'll also touch on a few things, new releases that we might have missed, new videos, new stuff. Yes, it's earGROUND, New Voices Amplified. We give you all the latest news about showbiz, and we give them to you in high definition. We don't compromise on quality, and we keep improving in terms of our standards. Broadcasting on steroids. Yeah. So I'm going to be talking to COZZY KOZILE. That's the name of the artist. And feel free to drop some of your questions so that we can also, share some of those questions. And yes, I'm just going to check out. Yes, I'm into allowed to check. I see you. Not really. Thanks a lot. And TJ, Brighton Magaya. This is the man that is behind the visuals that you're going to see. He's also the guy who did Mambo to Terrorist videos. I had an interview with him a day or two ago, and he's doing amazing work, I must say. Brighton Magaya, one of the best videographers from Zimbabwe, and it's inspiring to see some beautiful visuals from home. And without wasting much of your time, I will play a video. I think I could start with this snippet, and then we move on to, let me see if I, okay. Okay, so that is a trailer for the video that he just dropped. It's just an intro. We're going to play the full video after we start the conversation with KOZILE. And for the meantime, we're going to speak to KOZILE and hear a bit about his music. And yes, just stay with me there as I connect. Stay tuned. Yes. Let me connect to Australia and speak to KOZILE and hear a bit about his music. I want to find out at first, who's KOZILE, and a bit about his musical background, so that at least when you start to see the full videos, you're like, okay, now this is the artist behind the music. And let me see.
I'm just an ordinary guy, born and bred in Kwekwe in Zimbabwe, and was in a group where people could do gospel using Gomanewo show in Kwekwe. And yeah, that's it. And then became a praise and worship captain in Australia, Zayoja Forward in Faith Church for 2 years, and yep, I think that's it. The other thing is I grew up with my best friend Peter Moyo. Not just a best friend, but a brother. We grew up together, played soccer together, and his father was more like my father, and you know, like that.
Quite interesting.
earGROUND Radio. New voices amplified.
So yeah, he grew up in Kwekwe, and he's played soccer with Tonga Emoyo, which is quite interesting. So it means that he was connected also to the Dewa family. And we know quite a lot of artists that came from Kwekwe, and he says he's one of those artists. And let me see.
Yes, I'm based in Australia, and the reason why I chose it's not Sungura, it's a bit of GT, and yeah, the reason why I chose it is because my dad was one of the founders of this band that James Chimombe was in, and I liked the messages when I was growing up, and it's all about message. to me, if I could create my own genre, I would call one album 10 tracks, and I included 4 single tracks on that 10 tracks, yes. And I have one single track that is coming soon, and it's a blast, I tell you, featuring this lady called Irene in Zimbabwe. Oh my god, she's amazing, and wait for it, it's coming. It's called Chinyakari Chedu.
Mama, Shano Fara, Tasangana Mama, Shano Fara, Tasangana Mama, Shano Fara, Tasangana Mama, Shano Sorora, Tasangana Mama, Shano Sorora, Tasangana Mama, Shano Sorora, Tasangana Mama, Shano Sorora, Tasangana Mama. Shano Pembera Tasangana Mama, Shano Pembera Tasangana Mama, Shano Pembera Tasangana Mama, Shano Pembera Tasangana Mama. Maiti chengeta zvakanaka mama, Maiti chengeta zvakanaka mama, Maiti chengeta zvakanaka mama, Maiti chengeta zvakanaka mama, Naiya mai imimi 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 mama,
Awesome, awesome. I love this song. I love it. It's actually one of my best songs. And I also see Mr. Magaya is also saying the same. He's in agreement. And I'm into loud. I don't know if you're making these emojis on your own. You should send me some of them. And I like it, especially the one with the guy who is dancing. Brian Geza, thank you so much. You say it's a good sound quality, good picture quality. We're striving to create, excellency and make sure that our content is on point and everything is nice and carry. Talking about COZZILE, I would want to find out from him in terms of the response that has been coming through so far towards his music. Do people like his music? We do like it, but other people, do they like it? And how has been the response like? Is he happy with the response that he's getting? And
it's amazing. It's amazing, absolutely amazing, because people are loving this music journey, and people are loving the message. And you're in Australia and you're doing our culture type of music, and people expected you to be doing like hip hop, R&B, dub, but I've decided to go culture, because I want these kids who are raised and born in the Western to have an idea of where they come from. And for those people, the parents who have left their country so many years ago, to remind them that our culture and our music is always the best. And I love it. Even Australians and Western people, they love it.
Which is quite encouraging there. He says that he decided to do cultural music, because I would have also thought that he was going to do hip-hop, or he was going to do a bit of dance or something that is a bit electronic or something that sounds a bit foreign. But he lives there in the diaspora, he lives in Australia, but then he decides to go traditional, Jit, Sungura, and his choice of music, I like it, and I think there's so much potential in that music if supported. And it also speaks into, the process to export our sound out there, and people starting to appreciate it. If he says he's got an audience there, it means that people are starting to appreciate his music. And remember, we are on YouTube as well. Follow us on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel, earGROUND. All the videos that you see here, you will see them also on YouTube. You see them also on the earGROUND Facebook page. And this is a live stream. This is not a gimmick. We are broadcasting live as we speak right now. It's 23 minutes past 9 Zimbabwean time, or GMT. And it's from FB, taken from Drew the movie. Okay, cool. I just got a response in terms of the emoji that I liked there. And back to you, COZZI, I would want to know in terms of your presence. You're currently in Zimbabwe, and I would want to know what are you up to? What are you doing in Zimbabwe? What's there?
Yes, I'm in Zimbabwe, and I'm endorsing my new album. I just did my album launch at Bar Rouge, which was amazing. The manager said the attendance, she had never seen such attendance. Like, it was fully packed. Mm-hmm. And they loved it, and I hope I'll go back and do business with them at Bar Rouge again, because it was amazing. And the reason why I'm still in Zimbabwe is I'm trying to endorse my album, to make noise, to market my music. And I'm loving what people are doing, and they're loving it. Mm-hmm. It's amazing. I have no words to say thank you to the people back home, and people in the diaspora, people on social media, everyone. They are loving the music, and I'll be like, wow. I just thought it was just me, but
people
it's
appreciating it. Manje ukazaza bawa vanhu vanovhunduka ka saka
vhundutsa vanhu vanovhunduka ka.
That's a meme there of Robert Mugabe, our former president. This is the most popular meme at the moment, kufundutsa vanhu, and I think that's what COZZY did there. He filled up the whole venue, and the bar manager was like, we have not experienced this in a very long while. So it speaks volumes in terms of the impact that his music is making, and also the reach and the hunger that the local audience is towards that content. And still on COZZY, his music, yes, I take it back to ZBC. Before broadcast, we used to see this screen, so don't go there complaining, because you know this screen very well. You know, I would want to know, like, what more can we expect from you, and what more is coming? Is this all of it, or there's more stuff that's coming through?
My promise to the audience is to God be the glory. It's all about God. And there's a statement that I always use, kuti zvikasa shamisa hazi mari. We are here to stay in the music industry, and all I promise people is something with a message, something that parents and children can sit down together and listen to or watch on TV. Something that makes sense, that gives hope to the people, and something that teaches the people the voice of the voiceless. That's all I can promise you guys. And yes, there's a lot of dancing, there's a lot of reminding us of where we come from. This is one thing that I promise you. And I love what I do because I do it for the people.
Great. New Voices Amplified, earGROUND. We keep giving you the latest, the freshest, and the hottest information about what's happening in Zimbabwe as far as showbiz and entertainment is concerned. Pardon my voice, and I hope in the next few days I'll be healed. I had a very terrible flu, but it's definitely
earGROUND Radio. New voices amplified.
Twabam.
Live shows are coming. The good thing is we have a live band, and I'm looking forward to travel around the world. I'm looking forward to go to UK and do those shows that these guys are flying from Zimbabwe all the time, going to perform in UK. Dance Table, we are coming. Leicester, we are coming. And Sweden, Canada, South Africa, Botswana, Zimbabwe, everywhere around the world. I want to travel. Australia, New Zealand, I want to travel. And strictly for business. Reminding people, reminding our African people where we come from. Taking Africa to the world and the world to Africa. That's my vision.
Vanorohwa nevarume, vamwe vanorohwa nevakadzi, maiwe, vamwe vanorohwa nevana vavo. Zviri mudzimba zvakaoma, varume, takafukidza dzimba matenga iwe. Zviri mudzimba zvakaoma, wotosimudza musoro kumatenga, ukasadaro.
Yes, hanzi vamwe vanorohwa nevakadzi, vamwe vanorohwa nevarume mudzimba, zviri mudzimba zvakaoma. Very true. I mean, this is a reflection of so many realities in so many families, and it's something that we don't encourage, domestic violence, in homes.
earGROUND Radio. New voices amplified.
earGROUND, New Voices Amplified. Thank you so much for tuning in. That was it. I was talking there to COZZY KOZILE, a Zimbabwean artist who's based in the diaspora. He's based in Australia, and we're talking about his project, his music, and what he's up to. He's currently in Zimbabwe working on new projects. Last week he released 2 videos of songs from his current or new album, and he's also working on some new productions and new works. And I will definitely keep you posted on the developments. And in the meantime, I think I will drop you a sample of something that I'm loving from